Hello, everyone, and it's me, Natasha Weston, and I am doing this video. It's very impromptu, but as you guys have been seeing, I've been working on my planning for 2015, and I wanted to really share like what I'm doing because I've had a lot of people ask me, well, I want to plan, but how do I plan? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys up front. This is actually my first year sitting down in detail planning out my entire year. And while it is difficult to plan out a whole year because things change, things you have to add, things you have to take off, it is totally possible to base your goals on how you map out your year, even if it's just for like the first 4 months of the year. You pretty much have an idea what you want to do. So I wanted to share like a process that I've been using that seems to be working out for me right now. And what I started off with, if you're like me, you have a million and one ideas and things that you want to do for this upcoming year. We all do, we're all in this resolution thing. Well, I'm kind of over the resolution things because after like the first week in January, it goes out of the trash. So it's best to plan and make your planning make sense. So what I started with was what I call a brain dump. And I learned about this from Nicole S. Cooper. Check her out. She is an expert at building a success plan. And she talked about something called a brain dump. And so I tried that exercise, and trust me, guys, it works. So what you do is you get a piece of paper or get on your computer and open up like Microsoft Word or any word processor. And you basically write out every last idea, everything that's on your mind. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just write it down. Every idea, everything, whether it's for your work, your career, your family, just personal, spiritual, just write it down. And then once you've done dumping your brain, you categorize each thing. So you have your spiritual, you have your personal, you have your family, you have your business, your career, and so on and so forth, however you want to categorize it. But once you categorize it, then you pick which matters the most to you, what's priority, what matters the most to you. You pick those things, and that helps you to determine what your goals are. And I don't know why I didn't think of that before I heard of this brain dump thing, but it really works. So once I prioritized that, I was pretty much able to confirm the things that I thought I wanted to do in 2015 without overwhelming myself with all of these ideas. So that really did help me. Okay. So once I decided on my priorities and what I really wanted to do, what was important to me for the upcoming year, I took a seat back to that and I looked at my ideal customer assessment. And I looked at my audience and who my supporters are, and I made necessary changes to that according to this 2014 year. So I didn't have to do much changes to that, but yeah, I took a look at that, and then I referred back to my brain dump where my goals were established for the year, and I decided on which business models I wanted to use. So if you don't know what a business model is, I'll share that with you briefly. A business model is great for like if you have a service base or coaching. I think it works for any type of business, but there are 8 business models. You have your implementation services. So that's like if you are a graphic designer, for example, and you offer web design, logo design, business card design. Those are services. So that's one, where you're offering a service to someone else or to others. And then you have coaching and strategy. And then you have live events. Then you have training programs. Then you have membership. Then you have info products. Then you have a team-based business. And then you have affiliate programs. So those apply to my type of industry, my business. So that's the models. Those are the models that I referred to. And so I basically decided on 4 of them that I wanted to concentrate on in 2015. And I am now creating my strategies and plans around that, which also led me to think, okay, well, how much money do I want to make in 2015? What is my financial income goal? So I picked a number based on my goals and what I really want to accomplish. I picked a number and I created what is called a money map. And the money map basically makes you sit down and figure out, okay, based on the products, the services that I offer, and through my business models that I've selected, what do I have to do throughout the year to reach my income goal? And so you sit down and you map out exactly, okay, what do I need to do each month to achieve this goal? So it's kind of hard to explain, but if you break it down like that, you'd be surprised. It looks much better when it's written down. And then you base your strategies and your planning, your calendar planning on those things that you've done before. So now that I've done that, I am now, get some of this stuff out of the way so I can show you now what I'm doing. So I went and I purchased my calendar for the year. And it's just a basic yearly calendar where you have each month on a separate page. I just started, so there's nothing on here yet. And you basically get one of those. It's really inexpensive. I think I may have paid $4 for this. Really inexpensive. And then if you go to, I went to the Dollar General and I purchased several of these coding color labels. And I got some in green, pink, yellow, and then some in red, blue, and yellow comes in, I think, all the packages. And those are good. What I do, I use each color for a different thing. So I have my bills and payments, I think, with color green. I have holidays with yellow. I have all Confessions of an Ambitious Girl stuff in this pink. I forgot what red and blue are for. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I use each color for a separate thing on my calendar. That way I can look at the calendar and say, okay, I know wherever like a yellow is, that's a holiday. I know wherever green is, I need to pay a bill or make a payment or something like that on those days. And then I got some highlighters and I basically highlight important days like that's already on the calendar, like daylight savings time, stuff like that I need to know about. I highlight that. And then I have all of these assortment of pens, Sharpies, markers, all kinds of pens and stuff to help me. And then I have Post-its, of course, big ones, and then small ones. And that's pretty much all you need to map out your calendar. And so once I get the calendar, what I do first is I go through and mark all of the holidays. And I also mark monthly observations like Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and holidays that apply to my business as far as me planning when I'm going to do sales or when I'm going to do certain events or anything like that. So it really helps you to map it out. And so far, that's all I've done. And then I'll go through next and whatever I've already planned on my strategy plan, marketing plan, I'll go ahead and start filling in what is already, what I already know is going to happen. And then lastly, what I'll go through and do for today is go ahead and mark all of my bookings that I already have confirmed for the year. So that's pretty much how you can get a start. The calendar is really the last part and the least important part of the whole thing. You really have to sit down and figure out where you want to go, what your goals are, what you're prioritizing before you can really plan your year. So I hope that this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or to message me on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram @officialtottie. And I'll keep you guys posted on what's next as far as the planning. And I hope that you are planning for your new year. Remember that I am still doing until the 24th, the $20 consultations. So if you want to pick my brain or anything like that, this is definitely something that I probably won't do again. So take advantage. So yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you for today. I hope you all are having an amazing Saturday. And I will be in touch. Be effective, be ambitious, be inspired, be you.